Can you hear? Front desk, can you hear? Anything anybody wants to do today? You want to work on? Okay. Around the pelvis there. I tend to get all the hips there. We'll do some opening there. We'll spend a little more time maybe on the inside, on the front there. All right, let's do it. Take a nice seat. All right, sit up nice and tall. Close the eyes. Take a few breaths. We center here. And that can mean a few different things. The main thing is we want to come to this moment. Listen to yourself breathe. Feel what the breath is doing. The inhale, you'll feel the ribs start to open up and expand and the belly come out. And the exhale, you'll feel the belly draw in, the ribs compress. The inhale will give you a little bit of fire, a little connection there. Just like the exhale tends to soften us. Gives us that little bit of a chill. But remember, muscle and organic energy plays within each other. Just like on an exhale, even though your mind softens and your body chills, at the same time your belly draws in. It gives you an engagement in your core, your transverse abdominis, the deepest of your muscle walls. So even as we exhale and chill, we're still getting a little bit of that muscle energy. Take a few more breaths. Lean back a little bit. Feel those sit bones start to root down into the mat. Breathe down from the waist into the sit bones, into the outsides of the feet, but breathe up above the waist. Feel those side bodies starting to lengthen. So from hips to armpit. Let the head and the throat settle back a little bit. Let the chin come down just a touch. Feel that the shoulders are starting to settle back just a little bit. They're not really back, but they're not really forward either. Right? They're hitting their neutral position. We just say back because they tend to be forward. Right? So we're going to take them back a little bit. But it's the neutral position we're looking for. In Cobra, we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades, right, towards our midline. Here, we're just looking for that neutral space. The next inhale, let the arms lift. And let the exhale bring the thumbs to touch, and the pinkies, and the pointer fingers, and the ring fingers, and the middle fingers. And one time together to initiate our practice. Together, the sound of Om. All together, deep breath in. Beautiful, as we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. All right, let's start out in child's pose. So we'll work the inside of the thighs a little bit here. Front of the pelvis. So child's pose, where this one's going to be a little more active, right? Child's pose, sometimes we chill in child's pose. We relax, right? We let go. Here we're going to use it a little more energetically. So same position, but instead of letting your arms collapse down in your forehead to the mat, look forward, set those hands up, lift the forearms up away from the mat. Lift the inner biceps up away from the mat. Slide your forehead off the mat. Now you're feeling a lot of work happen up your spine, especially between your shoulder blades from your head to your butt, to try to lift your chest away from the mat. We want that. Now, as you work the engagement in the upper back, soften the chest down towards the yoga mat, and you start to feel that stretch come up the arms and the side bodies, through the chest, through those lats on your back. And as you look forward, walk the hands towards the right side of the mat. If you want to get into that lat even a little bit more, you TP the fingers on that left hand, and you'll feel right here getting a little better stretch. You can walk your hands a little further towards the right if that feels good, but split the energy just like we did when we were sitting, from the hip down into the heels, but from the waist up above. Keeps peeling here. Inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle. Even here where you're softening, there's still integrity, right? You're still holding yourself up. Then walk your hands to the left. Right? And that's that blend of both muscle and organic energy, individually and within each other. Sometimes they work together, sometimes they work against. You need opposing forces, though, right? The opposing forces, that's like when we push down and rise up, right? Ground force tension. That's an opposing force. We use gravity to rebound and lift ourselves. Maybe TP the fingers on that right hand if that feels good. Maybe go a little deeper to the left if you want. One more breath. And then inhale, come back to center. Soften down the middle. Next inhale, come up, all fours, hands and knees. Set up that nice all fours, low mountain. Spread the fingers evenly. Curl the toes. Pull those bellies into the spine. This is what wants to happen. You want to go this way, belly to spine. Now that's too much, right? We're not doing these yet. We're just trying to find that neutral position. Pull those shutters closed. Slide the back of your neck or your throat towards the ceiling a little bit. That's a lot of work. Bring your chin to your chest just a touch as the gaze goes right across those fingertips. And when you're ready, work your cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, lift the sit bones, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, round the back. Look to your belly. Lengthen those sit bones towards your heels. Your inhale, arch. And your exhale, round. And just move through the spine here. Undulating back and forth. Playing in the upper back and the neck a little more. On the inhale, by feeling the heads of the arm bones root, so here. On the exhale, look into your belly. In the low back, it would be lifting the sit bones towards the sky. Feeling those sit bones blossom and open. And then as the sit bones lengthen down, it's to the backs of the knees. One more, and then come to a neutral position. So find that flat back. Find that low mountain. Take a couple breaths here, and then step back to plank. Shoulders are on top of your wrist crease. You're reaching out of your heels. That'll be how you know how long you should be. And then lift the hips. We'll meet back in downward dog. First downward dog, any downward dog. You can bend your knees if you want, but the first one, you can soften it up a little bit here. And as you hug those hands in, just like we did before in child's pose, keep the forearms lifting up away from the mat. Keep those inner biceps lifting up away from the mat. Keep the back of your neck or your throat sliding forward to where the ceiling and the wall meet. And then soften your chest back towards your toenails. Then if you want to play with the legs, keep those legs engaged. So pull your heels to your butt. Start to reach the heels down towards the mat. So from the hip, down the back of the leg, and out of the bottom of the heels. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Keep going. Stay with your breath. Feels good to turn the muscles on, to keep pushing down, right? And feel yourself lifting up, holding that good space. Is that some work? Yeah, of course it is.
but you're feeling how you can accomplish it. Just stay with your breath, right? Keep your engagements. Keep the integration. One more. Then as we come forward to plank, let the exhale lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take 3 nice breaths. So you can stay low here, right? You come up a little bit higher if that feels good, but take those shoulders back and down. Lower the chest, push up through plank, back to downward dog. If you feel like your chin keeps falling to the midline, like your head keeps hanging, look forward between your hands. It'll start to engage those muscles in the back of the neck. One more breath. Next inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 nice breaths. Head and throat back. Back of the heart goes forward out of the front of the chest. When you're ready, back to chaturanga or lower your chest. Push up through plank and back to downward dog. Keep pushing those hands down and forward and keep your chest working back towards your toenails. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. High on your fingertips of your blocks. Put the weight into your legs. We shouldn't be like this where we're like putting the weight into our arms, right? Where like our foot can come up. We're pushing down into our foot and we're ripping that front heel back and those back toes forward. And we're hugging into the midline. We're pulling a lot of power up into the hips. And we pull the pelvic floor up and the belly button in and the shutters closed. Keep sliding the back of your throat away from the floor, right? It wants to do this. You're going to keep going this way. Yep, one more breath. Inhale, come up. Vera 1 crescent. Keep this hip coming forward, the left one. Yep. Soften that right one down a little bit. Reach up. Yep, maybe curl back, one more breath. Inhale, come up. Take that left hand all the way across the body. Bring it to the outside of the thigh. Let your right hand meet. Push your hands together. As you push your hands together, start to open. Maybe start to look up towards the sky. One more breath. Inhale, come back to warrior 1. Exhale the hands down. Step back, downward dog. Move through 1 vinyasa. Stay with your breath. From downward dog, reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. See, just like we talked about before, the more we push down, the more I lift up, right? Gravity wants to do this and pull me down. I want to keep pushing down, so I'm lifting up. My back wants to do this too, right? But this isn't a good look. We're trying to get way out here. Work those muscles running up the spine. Now, with all that power, then we could reach back out of the heel. We could reach forward out of the front knee, forward out of the crown of the head, even feeling like we're getting an expansion side to side. And then let those arms come up, Vera 1 crescent. I don't lose anything in my legs, right? If my knee drifted back, I'm going to come forward a little bit. But I'm holding on to the power. Now I start to play a little bit. Maybe I reach up a little taller. Maybe I want to play a little further. I start to curl back a little bit. Inhale, come up. Take that right hand across the body. You're trying to open up the side body there. Get lots of length for the twist. When you push the hands together, you're going to pull the power through the upper body.
Use that to rotate a little bit deeper. Keep the balance here by pushing down and ripping your feet towards one another. Lots of muscle energy. One more breath. Inhale, come back to that warrior one. Exhale the hands down. Step back, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. That's it. Keep taking your chest back towards your toenails. Keep reaching from those hips down the back of the legs and out of the bottom of the heels. And look forward. Bend your knees. Step or jump between your hands. Swing your arms up. Take a nice big reach. Curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale the hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Take a nice breath here. Take those shoulders back. Maybe take the hands away from your back a little bit. Take the throat back. Yep. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Now, if it feels better to stay in the half fold, stay in the half fold. If it feels better to dive a little deeper, go for it. Whatever feels good to you. Don't lose the arms, though. We've been working on that the past couple weeks. It's easy to disengage your arm bones to reach the floor. Keep your arms short like T-Rex or robot, so they're tiny. Then reach down. It's easy to disengage and make those arms real long. We're looking for the pose to come from the depth, like the length of the back of that back line. So from the calves and those hamstrings, and do those spinal erectors. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a nice big reach. Take the hands out to the side. Chair pose request? Okay, we'll do that next. Inhale, breathe nice and tall. Take that little twist to the right. Counter twist your hips back to the left. They should be doing two different things, right? Below and above the waist. So as the upper body's twisting to the right, the hips are going to twist back to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Breathe and get tall. Now as our upper body's going to twist to the left, we're going to twist our hips back to the right to keep our hips straight forward. Yep. Inhale, come back to center. Take the arms up. Sit back, chair pose. Keep sitting back into it. Pull that pelvic floor and that belly in. Keep sitting back like your butt's, your butt's going back. Lift those arms up. Yep. Sit back a little bit deeper. Keep lifting. Stay with the belly and the shutters. Sit back a little bit deeper. Legs, upper trunk, little deeper. Push down, rise up. Nice, y'all. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Keep the legs strong and powerful here. Lots of engagement. So you're pushing down into your heels. You're sweeping your inner heels out. You're hugging those shins in. You're pulling your heels to your butt. You're pulling your kneecaps to your waist. You could even look forward again. Reignite the spine that little bit, and then fold a little deeper. Sit back as the knees bend. Swing the arms up. Take a nice big reach. Maybe curl back a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. Right leg forward, left leg back, triangle. So in any of these poses, right, we're going to be in external rotation, which means we're going to have to get length out of the inside of our thigh, right? So we're in one of those spots we talked about today. What's going to want to happen? As these stretch, it's going to try to pull this hip forward. It's going to try to do this, like it's hugging this hip in together, right? So you got to start by taking this thigh and this hip back.
like you're facing the wall over there with the window and the door. Yep. Now, get nice and tall here. Keep pulling your feet together so those hips don't pop as we then fold. And when you get nice and tall, hinge at the right side of the hip, bring the hand down to the block or the floor, inside or outside the foot. Keep ripping those feet together. Now notice, did that back thigh come forward? If it did, stick your butt back on that left side. You might lean forward a little bit when you do that. Now pull your belly button in towards your spine. You're going to feel like you start to open up from there. Now go right sit bone towards right heel. That's when you feel that thigh, the inner thigh opening up a little bit more. Or you're sweeping your heel towards that wall with the window and the door, the wall you're looking at. Maybe you start to look up to the sky here. And then inhale, come up tall. Bend into that lead knee. Bring the elbow to the thigh. Sweep that bicep up along the cheek. Come to extended side angle. If the hand's going to go down to the block or the floor, feel free. Pull that belly and those shutters closed so then you can start to rotate open. You're going to take the top of the ribs back and the bottom of the ribs forward. One more breath. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Hands go behind our back. Interlace the fingers. Bow to the inside of that right thigh. Look forward to that front left corner of your mat. Your spine's going to stay long here. We want that. Now maybe start to reach the arms up overhead. One more breath. Exhale the hands down to the floor. Spin the back heel up. Step back, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. From downward dog, look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Maybe curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. Nice, y'all. Left leg forward, right leg back triangle. So balance beam this, right? Heels in line with the back, the front heel's in line with the back arch. If you're not sure what that distance is going to be, bend into the lead knee. See, I would be a little too short right here. I'd have to go a little bit longer. Then take the thigh back. Yep, take the hip back. Take the ribs back. So you're facing the brick wall over there. Take the arms out to the side. Keep ripping those feet together as you hinge at the left side of the hip. Those hips only pop when we don't rip our feet together. We're trying to keep the head of that femur rooted up in the hip socket. So think like you're on a sheet of ice. Your front heel wants to slide forward and your back foot wants to slide back. You're doing the exact opposite. You're ripping that front one back and that back one forward. Keep opening that left side body. Spin that left shoulder back. Go back to the core, so belly and shutters, and then maybe start to rotate open. Maybe look up as you play with the balance a little bit. Inhale, come up tall. Bend into the lead knee, warrior two. Exhale the elbow to the thigh. Sweep the bicep up along the cheek, extended side angle. Bicep right along, like if you look up, you're looking right up into your arm. If you're going to take the hand down to the block or the floor, go for it. Keep the power in the legs. Work through the belly. Work through the upper back as you start to rotate open. Maybe look up. Inhale, come up, warrior two. When you take the hands behind the back, swap the pinky hold. It'll be the uncomfortable way. As you bow to the inside of that left thigh, look to the front right corner of the mat. Then with the spine long, maybe the arms start to reach up overhead. Breathe. Exhale the hands down to the floor. Spin the back heel up. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Stay with your breath. Take the feet wide towards the edges of your mat. Walk your hands back. Come to Malasana or squat pose. So use your blanket or your mat to roll up. You need a little more space. Get those heels rooted. Let your knees track your toes. That'll be the safest. Hug your knees in first so you engage those adductors, the insides of the thighs. Now push your elbows away to stretch them. Yep. Drive your elbows down in towards your knees. You're going to feel like you get some integrity back to your spine. Breathe. Then you can stay here if you want. If you're going to work crow, you're going to lift the hips up. You're going to place the hands down, just like they would be in downward dog. Right now, your knees are on the outside of your arms. They can stay there. You could do your crow from there, or you can stack your knees on the back of your arms if you want a little more support. I like my knees on the outside of my arms because it makes me have to do more muscle energy, but whatever feels good to you. Now look forward. Push your big toe mounds together. Let them touch. Then as you start to look forward and bring the weight forward, your feet are going to come up. When your feet come up, pull your heels to your butt and push your hands down into the floor. So you rise up from the floor. Yeah, nice, y'all. Keep looking forward. Yep. And then when you're ready, lower down. Grab a drink, wipe your face, whatever feels good. Then let's meet all fours, hands and knees. Turn the hands out. So they could be out to the side. They could be facing back to you. Bless you. Pull your bellies in. Pull your shutters closed. And as you push down, you get that nice stretch coming up the forearms and the biceps into the chest a little bit. And keep your bellies in. This is going to want to happen. It's this way. Whoosh. Inhale, unwind. Sit back on your heels. Give that little twist. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down. Turn them out again. If you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to bring your pinkies together, step back to plank. If you want to go Mayurasana, you're going to start with your knees wide, right? Kind of like child's pose. Then you're going to look forward and you're going to bring your elbows towards like your belly. I'm going to push my feet together. And as I come forward, then I can bring my legs up. Got to keep coming forward. So sometimes when we have something in the way that we need to get around, we all have something in the way sometimes. I don't in this case, okay? We're going to take the block here. And then you see when I put my elbows here, now it's going to give me some space. If I have something I need to get around, I can get around it. All right? Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Yeah. Keep going forward. Yeah. Right? Remember, arm balance, not arm strength pose. Right? Is how much weight you can get forward to balance. But I tell you all the time, where's all the weight in all of our bodies? Big prime movers, they're called, right? There's not a lot of weight up here. It's not going to really balance this out. So the only way to do it is overbalance, right? Keep going forward. All right, let's go. All fours, hands and knees. Take a couple breaths. Step back to plank. So shoulders up on top of the wrist crease. And keep pushing down. Maybe lift that right leg up. Cross it over your left, touch the outside of the mat. Come back to center. Take it out to the right, touch the outside of the mat. Come back to center, lower it down. Lift the left leg up. Cross to the outside, the right side of the mat. Back to center, off to the left. Back to center. Keep pushing down. Lift the right leg up. Knee to elbow. And back. Lower the leg. Lift the left leg up. Open the hip. Knee to elbow. And back. Keep breathing here. One more breath. And then slowly lower to your bellies. Take your right hand underneath your chest. Bend your left knee. Reach back. Grab your ankle, your foot, or your strap. Pull your belly button to your, keep adducting, hugging into the midline. Don't let your knees splay apart. Pull your belly button to your spine. Bring your pubic bone to the yoga mat. Then start to draw your heel towards your sit bone. When you take your forehead to your forearm, that's to totally clear that low back. So if some of you like to stay up here in like this prep position, awesome. If you still feel this in your low back, bring your forehead to your forearm. Keep pulling your belly button to your spine and bringing your sit bones to the backs of your knees or your junk to the yoga mat, pubic bone to the yoga mat, however you want to think about it. Watch the boing as you release. Swap side two. Keep hugging in. Belly to spine, pubic bone to the mat, heel towards that sit bone. Couple more breaths. Watch the boing as you release. Roll towards your right side. Bring your hands underneath your head, your knees in front like you're watching TV on the floor. You can also take your head like this to your arm or to your block. You can make a little pillow, okay, whatever feels good to you. Bring your left hand to the inside of your knee and the outside of your foot. Pull on your foot as you kick your foot into your hand. Kick your leg out towards the wall with the window and the door. Now start to take it up towards the sky. Keep sweeping your right heel down into the mat. Yep. Now make sure you keep that little micro bend in the knee so we're not hyperextending. Keep the outseam of your thigh going towards the back wall. So external rotation. When you do that, you should feel your thigh move, the outside of your thigh move away from your ribs. One more breath. Bend the knee. Inhale, come back to center. We'll swap side two. So now you're facing the brick wall. Take your hand underneath your head. Bring your knees out in front. You're going to take your right hand to the inside of your right knee, but to the outside of your foot, pinky toe side. Pull and push. Kick your leg towards the bricks, then towards the sky. Keep sweeping your left heel down into the mat. Keep that thigh, the outseam, working towards the back wall on that right leg so that you feel your outside of your thigh moving away from your ribs. Now breathe above your waist. Yep. So we split the energy, right? We're moving the leg down and away. We're moving the upper trunk up and away. One more breath. Bend the knee. Come back to center. Spin around to your bellies. Place the hands middle of the chest. Take the shoulders back. Curl the toes. Charge the legs up. Pelvic floor, belly, shudders. Push up the chaturanga. Take a breath. Push up the plank. Take a breath. Push back to downward dog. Take a few breaths. Nice, y'all. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Exhale, lower the back knee, come up, hands to the bent knee. Now see, it's going to be easy to dump down into this left hip. We're going to reach back and do the quad stretch. In order to get the lateral quad to stretch, to get a little more intensity, we're going to have to lift this left hip up, and we're going to soften this right one down to try to bring them a little more in balance. All right, so bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand, grab your ankle, your foot, or your strap. Keep pushing down into your feet and ripping them together. So front heels back and back knee forward. Square that left hip forward a little bit. Now try to keep your left hip going up and your right hip softening down. As the heel draws to the sit bone, that's how we can get to the outside of the quad that little bit. You'd always take that right arm up if you want to. Yep, express it out a little bit more. One more breath. Then watch the Boeing as you release. Place the hand down, lift the back knee, downward dog. Reach the left leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Exhale, lower the back knee, come up, hands to the bent knee. Just take a couple breaths here and get the balance. The balance is going to come from the power, from you pushing down and hugging in. Then when you're ready, bend your right knee, reach back with your right hand, ankle, foot, or strap. Find the stability by hugging in. And then draw that heel towards the sit bone a little bit. Take that quad stretch even a little bit deeper. And maybe that left arm comes in front. Look up to like where the ceiling and the wall meet at the front of the room. Yep. One more breath. Stay engaged as you lower down. Place the hands, lift that back knee, downward dog. Pedal, swivel, wiggle a little bit here. Come to neutral. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, pigeon. So take your right knee nice and wide to the right edge of your mat. You're trying to get your right shin as parallel with the top of the mat as you can. This is my bad knee, so I have to angle this shin a lot more than I do on the other side. So you could see here I'd be attempting to get my shin as close to parallel as possible. But on this side, that's just a little bit beyond me still. So I take what I can get. Try to work from your big toe mount and pull the pinky toe side of the foot back. Yeah. Now push out like you're pushing on a gas pedal. Keep pulling those knees together. Breathe up out of the waist. Then if you want to go for the fold, go for it. Yeah, keep those spines long, so don't let your chin fall to the mat. It's going to try to. Slide the back of your throat or your neck towards the ceiling at the same time as you soften your chest towards the mat. That's the action we're looking for, right? Opposing forces. We need the back of the throat to work to the sky, but the chest to work towards the floor. Now we got that nice opener in the back of the hip and down the back of the leg. Then inhale, come up, place the hands, lift the hips, unwind that right leg back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Take a breath, lower it down. Reach the left leg straight back, step it through, pigeon side two. As you can see this side, I get a little more parallel. It doesn't matter, it just depends on what feels good to you, right? You being advanced in your practice doesn't mean you do crazy postures, right? It means you know what you need to bring into each pose, what your practice is going to ask you to do. Push down and hug in. See how I get the lift
right? The more I hug in, the more I lift up, the more I rebound the energy. The more I let go, look, this happens. Gravity's always going to win, right? So here, I want to rebound. I want to control it as I go down. Back of the throat to the ceiling, chest towards the floor. And nice opener all back here. Like, I feel like that's a challenge in itself. Trying to keep your chin from falling to the mat as your chest goes down, right? That's a lot of work. But keep it slow. Stay with your breath, right? You got 2 or 3 seconds for each adjustment because that's just how long your breath is, right? However long you have your inhale, that's how long you have to adjust. Your exhale, that's how long you have, right? So you want to stay with that. Because in this instance, 2 or 3 seconds is a long time. We get a lot of shit done. Couple more breaths. Then inhale, come up, place the hands, lift the hips, unwind that left leg back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Take a breath, lower it down, look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Exhale the hands in front. Take your feet so that they're like wider than your shoulders. Turn your toes out a little bit too. Now, we want to sit back, right? So as we sit back, we want to feel those heels start to root. So right away, push into your heels, start to sweep them out. Yep, start to sit back. Now, we can keep our hands here on our thighs. We could bring our hands at Anjali Mudra. You can open the hands here like the lotus. Sit back deep, pull those bellies in. Pull those shutters closed. Yeah, keep sitting back. Yep. Keep going. Nice. Stay strong in the legs. Keep the upper trunk lifting. Sit back a little bit deeper. There it is. Nice, y'all. Now breathe. Maybe look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Goddess pose. One more breath. Push down, rise up. Exhale the hands in front. Heel toe your way in. That's what we do. All right, grab your mats. Find a spot on the wall. We haven't done that in a while together. I did it on the beach a few weeks ago because it was so damn windy we couldn't get on the mat. So I had to think of all the standing postures that I had. Like it took a lot. It was, yeah. Thank you, Larry. You're welcome. I'll see you soon. So if you're at home and you don't have the wall to kick up on, we can always lay on our backs. Knees are bent. You can interlace your hands behind your thighs. You reach your heel to the sky. Take a bunch of breaths. And you can swap on the side too. If you're in the studio or at home, it's not your day to invert. You're always welcome to go legs up the wall or do a pose that feels good to you, okay? You could do, since we did some inner thigh stuff, you could do like a wide-legged tripod, right, if you want to work into something like that. You could do tree pose in your inversion. Right, on the one side, make it asymmetrical. If you want to stick with me, I'll take everybody through downward dog and L pose. But if you're going to work your handstand, your headstand, your tripods, your pinches, anything else you want to do, go on your own, play around. All right? So if you want to stick with me, all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall. If you want to work on your own, go for it. Then from the all fours, build it up nice and strong, just like we did before. We're getting that low mountain. That's a powerful pose. When you're ready, lift your knees and your hips. You're in a short downward dog. Then step 1 foot up the wall, and then the second foot up the wall. Then if your knees are bent, you're in downward dog inverted. If your legs are straight, you're in L pose. Everybody keep your chest working towards the wall that your feet are on. And you're going to feel there's all this work happening in your upper back. We want that. Keep your belly shut. Keep your bellies closed. Keep those shutters closed. Don't let everything blow open on you. Nice, y'all. And you stay as long as you want when you're ready. If you want to come down and rest, come down and rest. You could always try again. That's it. Keep your butt going that way. Don't let it go that way. That way is going to do this. Go that way. It's definitely like I noticed it right away. You're starting to get that. You used to want to go right up to the door. You're starting to get that. Yeah. Yep. Give yourself maybe about another minute or so. Play around. I think like sit bones to your heels, belly button to the door.
About 30 seconds or so. And then let's meet on our backs. So we always have a pretty fiery practice, but today we certainly fired up. If it feels good for the supported bridge and the back bend, go for it. If you want to do bridge, be a little more like neutral, awesome. If you want to go wheel, wherever you want to play, right? Same awesome. I'll first talk you through bridge, and then the second one I'll take you into wheel, but feel free to do 2 bridges or 2 wheels or 2 supported bridges, whatever feels good. So let's start on our backs. Our knees are bent. Our feet are flat on the floor. They're at least hips width apart. We don't want to be any narrower. We're going to lose the power. We can be a hair wider. We don't want to be too wide, but we can get a little more stability if we need it. Now just reach with your arms out to the side. Feel your heels. And that gives you a really good idea on how your knees are going to be stacked up on top of your ankles, which is what we want. Now as you pull the energy up the legs, fire them up. Bring it to the belly. Bring your belly button to the spine. Pull the shutters closed. Take the head and the shoulders back. You could even robot your arms if you want a little more support. When you're ready, keeping all that power, slowly lift the hips, come to bridge. Take the shoulders under a little bit deeper. Maybe interlace your hands behind your back if that feels good to you. Now with the power in the legs, you're feeling that the hips are lifting up. You're feeling the upper back start to engage. You're feeling the front, your belly and your chest start to peel and open. Take the shoulders under a little bit deeper. Gently push the feet down and forward. It'll bring some energy to deepen the back bend. So you'll feel like between your shoulder blades start to bend. Then the knees reach forward and the upper palate of your mouth reaches back. One more breath. Stay engaged as you lower down. See if you get the sacrum to land first. Then take the feet wide, let the knees touch. One hand on your heart, one hand on your low belly. Take a few breaths here. Now on this second one, I'll first talk you into bridge and then wheel. But feel free to play what feels good to you. Inhale, open the knees, reset the feet, bring the arms back along the sides. Charge the legs. Pull it through that upper trunk with the head and the shoulders back. Slowly lift the hips. Come to bridge. If you're going to interlace your hands behind your back, swap the hand hold. If left pinky was under right pinky. Keep the power in the legs. If you want to go in a wheel, place your hands wide to the edges of your mat. Turn your hands out. Plug your shoulders back. Push down to come up. Remember to lengthen the curve to make it a little more accessible. Lift your heels up. One more breath. Stay engaged as you lower down.
Take your feet wide, let your knees touch. If your right hand was on your heart last time, left hand on your heart. Opposite hand on your low belly, let the knees touch. And open the knees and windshield wiper side to side. Next time the knees fall to the right, let them settle. Here's that lateral quad stretch. So you're going to pull your left heel to your left sit bone. And now we're working the outside of that thigh. If you want to bring that right ankle above the knee, go for it. But keep the belly in and the shutters closed and persuade that knee forward, not down to the floor. So it's like you're trying to drag your heel on the outside of your thigh and you're taking it towards the wall that's in front of you as compared to the floor. Release the ankle if it's there. Inhale, come back to center. Let the knees fall towards the left. Pull the right heel to the right sit bone. And then if you're going to go ankle over knee, feel free, but don't lose the belly and the shutters. So those SI joints stay nice and safe. We don't want to trade off messing with our SI joints to try to get a quad stretch, right? That's not really a fair trade-off. So we want to keep everything engaged and safe. Release the ankle if it's there. Inhale, come back to center. Take the legs out straight. Reach the arms up overhead. Hug the knees to your chest. Rock yourself up. Start with your legs wide. You could face the front if you want to. You could face the side if you want to. I always start wide here in Janu Sirsasana, just because it's a neutral. Then you're going to bend your right leg, bring your heel, either your pubic bone or the inside of your thigh. The inside of your thigh will be a little more accessible. I work the inside of my thigh. It would be wider here, right, if I was at my pubic bone. So whatever feels good to you. Reach down, grab that sit bone, pull them apart, turn the thigh in maybe a little so your kneecap and your toes are pointing straight to the sky. Inhale your arms up. Twist towards that left leg. Fold down the inside of the leg. Your strap would definitely be your friend here. If you don't have the strap, you could work here at your thigh. You can work at your shin. If you want to work towards your foot, go for it. But keep looking forward here and then folding down the inside of the thigh. Keep that chin from falling to the floor. Throat to the ceiling, chest towards the floor. Inhale, come up nice and tall. Exhale, the hands in front. Then take this right leg out. Bend your left. Pubic bone or inside the thigh. Reach back, get everything squared up here. You could even take your hand to the inside of your thigh and you turn your thigh in a little bit. It'll take those sit bones out. Well, it would on this left side. Then inhale the arms up, twist towards that right leg, fold down the inside of the leg. Stay active here by pushing your left foot into your right thigh and your right thigh back into your left foot. Keep looking forward so the spine stays nice and long here as you fold down the inside of the thigh. Keep the arms plugged in so we don't disengage the arm bone to go deeper in the pose. We fold to go deeper. We hinge at the hip crease. And then inhale, come up nice and tall. Exhale, hands in front. Take the legs out, then bring them to the center, then lay flat back. Reach the arms up overhead. Stretch those legs out. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Hug your knees to your chest. Happy baby. Knees are nice and wide here. Sacrum is flat. And as the knees start to draw towards your ears, you get that nice opener in the back of the hip, inside the thighs. You can rock side to side. You can reach one leg out or both legs out, whatever feels good to you. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center. Exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. Beautiful practice, crew. Feel free to add or remove layers or props. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat. If you want to work Supta Baddha Konasana, where your knees are going to be wide out to the sides like this, just take the blocks to the outside of your thighs so that your legs aren't just hanging. Here, as we lay back and the legs stretch out and the feet gently roll open, let the arms come along the sides. As the palms turn open to the sky, feel the shoulders settle back. Let your head rest back. Maybe let your eyes close and allow the tongue to soften from the roof of the mouth as we feel the body getting heavy. We let go here, we release, we submit. And the mind turns back to the breath. The exhale clearing and removing and making space. And the inhale drawing in something new, the change. And the heart opening. It's collecting the practice. Preparing to move it into the yoga of life, into the practice of life. Just as it will bring us back to the mat to practice again. Again, here to draw in a deeper breath. Feeling the breath as it's washing over the body from your toes to your fingers, to the crown of your head, through your heart. We reawaken that better version of ourselves. As the fingers and the toes wiggle, the arms and the legs stretch or move the way that feels good to us. Taking your time, moving slowly, consciously. When you're ready, you can hug your knees to your chest and just roll to the right side. Feel your hands push down as you come up to a seated position. We'll meet together with our eyes closed and our hands in front of our hearts. One more time, to seal in our practice, our time together, the sound of Om, all together. Deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Crew, fun as always. You know, if you have any questions or anything feels weird, grab me before you leave. Maybe I'll see some of y'all tomorrow. I'm still away on Saturdays for a few weeks. What do you mean?
Like, how many
That I'm not here, or?